Ohaio, along with what I'm beginning to learn about South Korea, is you guys are fighting algal blooms. And that is why these practices have come into place. So the 4 R's is the right source, the right rate, in the right place at the right time. So basically that just means we need to take a soil test and we need to see what's in that soil and what it needs for the following crop. And then, okay, can manure satisfy all of those needs, or can we put manure on and then we need to add some commercial fertilizer? But we need to do that while looking at the forecast and making sure that it's not going to rain. Big factor of that is really incorporation, especially the manure, into the soil to mix it so the soil is absorbing those nutrients, so when we get a large rainfall, they're not washing off. So that's where that came from, because Lake Erie, as well as Grand Lake St. Mary's here in Ohio, we are seeing these algal blooms. They are a problem, and they pointed the finger at ag and said, you guys really need to improve things. And we were doing a lot. There's still work to be done, and that's the good news. And we are seeing, by having more people do these practices, we are reducing the runoff rates, which in turn is helping reduce those algal blooms. There wasn't any certification, and then when the 4R standard came out, they held workshops around the state, and you could become 4R certified. So it's a completely on a voluntary basis, but the response was huge. So we have a lot of those farmers that came and learned about this and then went back to their farms and implemented those practices. Unfortunately, I would say there are some that it doesn't matter what it is, they're going to put on the same rate. But for the most part, a farmer will look at his soil test or her soil test and determine, usually they'll plan for three years out. So they say, okay, for 3 years, this is the 3 crops we're gonna grow, or we're gonna plant corn and then soybeans and then corn. And we know to create a bushel of corn, it takes this amount of fertilizer. My soil has this amount, so then we will add what we need. So it's really looking at all of the data and saying, okay, this is my yield goal, and this is what my soil has, this is what I need to add. And there's so many different pieces that come together to determine that. Ohio Soybean Association, there's the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association, Ohio Hog Farmers, Ohio Dairy Association, and there's multiple other ones. And they came together as a group and said, we are gonna publish this. So if you're a member, you were getting newsletters. We saw it on social media. We are very fortunate in the ag world. We have a lot of different types of meetings and different types of shows. I would say the benefit is improving the environment. We don't want to over apply because then they're just wasting their money. They only want to pay for what they need. So I would say it's a very positive. We want to take care of the land, and we are always finding ways of doing that better. So I would say it was a very positive reaction, or it's like, hey, I'm already doing that. Now we're just calling it the 4 R's.